Hello. Nice here. Rogue Legacy 2. Last part, we beat somebody. I read? That sounds right. This part, I'm actually thinking of heading to the dry lake, just because it probably still has blueprints left. I want to, like, visit somewhere I haven't been in a while. No. Alright, I mean, we're basically fine. I don't have the cash. Could not unlock the teleporter. I guess if I do manage to beat any of the void beasts, I won't get empathy. Oh! I just blew him out of the panel, or frame, or camera. Treasure! I'll just leave it alone for now. Ow. Did he die? I think he's dead. I mean, I know it's only been 2 chests, but I was kind of expecting to be rolling in blueprints since this is the first time I've been here on this thread. Oh. I mean, I know I ate the healing apple, but we're recovering pretty well. Whoa. Oh. Yeah, I guess getting 27 HP per kill is pretty good. White. I guess it would be pretty neat if I could just get the keys delivered, if nothing else. Wait. Oh. Enemies vulnerable to knockback RMH are a little tricky, because you can easily knock them back into yourself. Oh. Okay. So we found both the locked things. Portals, I guess you'd call them. Occasionally better known as things. Huh? Wait me there. Oh, maybe like you've got one final. Oh. Okay. I mean, it was just a mage. Almost got the rank up. Duelist with boxing gloves and combat roll. And Amaterasu's son. Maybe just a knight? Colorblind. How do I feel about colorblind in the, what's her name fight? Not great. Nama, that's her name. The architect comes up here sometimes and tells me stories. His stories are weird and long. Also, there's no fighting in them. Everyone's too clever. Mortal, Lady Quinn has bestowed upon me the most holy of names. I am now known as Totes. Totes the Sage Totem. This is my new forever name. Your reverence of me may now continue. Your worth reduced to a number is apparently 131. Or at least mine is. I don't know what your worth reduced to a number is. Yeah, maybe. Oh, right, I didn't unlock the teleporter. Maybe one more try in the dry lake. Imagine playing as a class that's good instead of a class that's not good. Mage is fine, it just has some issues. I guess maybe I'm saying mage isn't good, actually. Try and go down. Maybe I should try actually to get enough to unlock the teleporter. Yeah, it would help if the enemies would drop money. And being extra large just means it was even easier to get under the fireballs. Ow. Alright, I would like that chest. Oh, dropped the coin inbounds instead of out of bounds. Oh well, it was just a coin. I guess, am I paying for 4 of the teleporters this? Yeah, I didn't pay for Axis Mundi. But, yeah, sure bought a lot of teleporters this time. Yeah, lava projectiles sure don't stick out as much when you don't see color. Oh! Right, you can just destroy void things. Okay, that did not knock them back very well while they were doing their blade charges. Oh, you're explosive? Nobody explosive should be allowed to move that fast. I think when they're preparing their sideways dash, they make a unique sound. That might be the best cue. Okay, you were just a walnut. I was like, wait a minute, I need to fight nut-type enemies in case they're new. Oh, wait. Oh, no, there it is. It just can move while it's underground. I was like, wait, did I imagine there being dust there? No. I think the plateau zombies stay in place while underground. Oh, nice. Alright. Oh, you're a flamer. Bye. Hey. Oh, there's a void wall. Might be good to, like, notice that sort of thing. Oh, those are explosive. Okay, so you're the kind that actually drops fireballs. Good to know. Hey, blueprint. Warden chest +4, that's a good one. So again, I've found both rooms that require keys. I want to bait the void attack. There we go. Oop. Ah! My floor! Okay, this is this room. Eh? Did I, like, not notice the voidist shooting something? Because I was too focused on the homing fireballs. Seems possible. Onyx key. I think it goes here. Portal permanently opened. I think if I go in there, I die. Okay, you were willing to wake up without me crossing the Judy things. Traps, we call them usually. Oh. They actually did make it around the wall, catching me off guard. So on your standard jumps, the whoa, projectiles mostly go up. I think the projectiles only go sideways for blob enemies if they do a little flip. Oh, I didn't bait one of them into attacking. That's be too many of you. No, we're fine. Although I think my sword hit directly below me somehow on one of those swings. Alright. Had a nice little shield slide in there. That whole interaction. Not sure whether hitting the dash button was on purpose, but hey, whatever results in me not taking damage. Well, I can get the other key. So should probably go deliver that. I guess this is just gonna be the, yeah. I think this is closer, yeah. Oh wow, I just looked at my money. 62K, huh? Not bad. Well, I guess something got me. I'm definitely failing to see things a lot more with the colorblind. I didn't think it was that big a deal. But maybe it is. I knew I didn't like it near like things where you're supposed to recognize that there's a red aura in the air, like with the nightmares and the scroll traps. Oh, no! I was trying to jump down through the floor, but I was still in the air, so I spin kicked. Let's go down. Just trying to explore for treasure right now. Okay, so it takes you 2 hits to warp. Oh, unless I crit. I think more crits than I expected to get, although one was a skill crit. I actually did do a dash attack properly once. Kind of like barely holding on around here. Oh, there's a void wall. Again, with the colorblind. Actually want to knock you off there, because then you might get support from other enemies. Imperfect block. Of course, if I hadn't blocked at all, I would have died. Uh-oh. Okay. And I'm dead. Rank 10. That's 2 ranks. Made some nice money. Got to 6 digits. Huh. Night with pizza and kotetsu. Vanilla Dragon Lancer with weird mushrooms. I feel like I've been playing a lot of Poison Bomb characters lately. But anyway, I'll take another night. Try Nama with this one, I guess. We'll get plenty of skill crits with the pizzas. I should have upgraded my armor. Yep. Costs 20k. And yeah, I did have enough ore. Although just barely. Hello, friend. Notice something different? I'll give you time to guess. Oh wait, you can't tell if I don't talk. My stutter's gone. Well, not really. I've just been working to stutter less. Oops. Oh, good work. Alright. Last try, and this time we're going straight to the plateau, straight to Nama. Maybe I just need to lock in Nama. I bet with some practice I could do it. That does seem to be the way my boss fights go. There sure is a lot going on in that fight, though. 6 traps in that room. Ow. Okay, here we go. You are vengeful, though. I am in a bad place. Okay, just kept throwing, and it mostly blocked things. Okay, didn't hit the ceiling. I guess I could have interrupted the momentum with a dash. All right, doing well. We even get some max HP. It's almost like this is like 3 zones easier than where I just was. Funny how that works out. I guess I may not like the kotetsu too much for combat, but it's a nice mobility and like short cooldown wall breaker sort of tool. Need to actually stop the pizza on the enemy if I want to one-shot him with it. And it's not really one-shot, it takes a little time. Oh! Why'd that one shoot? I guess they have line of sight even if there's a wall in the way. Okay. I should probably at least look for the relic rooms in this biome, because there are always like 2 for the lilies. Like this. Wait, once again, I have the stinger with poison bombs. How funny. floor enough. Could have probably handled several of these things better. You still got your attack off. Oh, right. I think the nightmares should attack Nama. It only seems fair. Uh-oh. Okay. You have another phase, or... I think I took no damage there from that explosion, actually. Which strongly indicates the lack of another phase. Alright, achievement unlocked. For survival. Oh, there's gonna be lore to read. Yeah, the poison with the pizza seems pretty good because you get several stacks per attack. Autumn leaves dance in the sky as a young Nama opens her eyes. She wipes the metallic taste of blood from her mouth. The ambush had gone terribly wrong. She glances about and finds her older sister, Miriam, lying unconscious nearby, her leg clearly broken. As she reaches out to her ailing sibling, she suddenly feels cold metal clamp down around her throat. She grasps the gauntlet as estuary Lamak effortlessly lifts her off the ground to face him. With a desperate cry, Nama swings her sickle, only to feel it shatter against his chest plate, the farmer's blade useless against the unyielding royal armor. Even as she struggles to breathe, she thinks about how he had ransacked their farm, destroyed their home, and ruined their lives. She and her sister had spent their days seeking vengeance, but their hatred meant nothing to him. She stares deep into his eyes, but sees only apathy. A ghostly blue sword materializes in his free hand, and she braces herself for the end. Lamek, stop! A voice rings out from behind her, and the grip on her neck suddenly releases. Devoid of strength, she crumbles backwards into the dirt. She feels the sting of a rock strike the back of her head, then darkness envelops her. Nama awakes with a throbbing headache and finds herself lying on a cot inside a giant makeshift tent. Around her lies dozens of wounded soldiers, tended by a handful of doctors and nurses. She turns to see Miriam sleeping on a cot nearby, her leg wrapped in a makeshift splint. The throbbing in her head subsides. You're finally awake. I see they've taken good care of you and your sister. The voice was the same one she heard earlier. It comes from a man in a gold-laced cloak emblazoned with a white and black tree, the sigil of the invading army. He grabs an empty chair and neatly places it by her bedside before settling down. My name is Enoch, and I was hoping you could tell me about this. He pauses and fishes an apple out of his pocket, an apple she had grown. Nothing grows where armies have fought. The corpses stain the soil, and the metals poison the water. Grow food on that kind of land takes talent. Grow the amount you have takes a miracle. His compliment sparks a sense of satisfaction she can't repress, and she hates herself for it. He waves a hand, gesturing towards the other soldiers in the ward. The war may claim the lives of thousands of soldiers, but starvation will claim the lives of millions of innocents. I understand your distaste for politics, but the reality is people starve, kings don't. So will you help us help the people? He hesitates before tossing the apple back to her. He smiles when she catches it. Nama stands up to stretch and looks over her reclaimed land with pride. The topsoil, once scorched and poisoned from countless battles, is now verdant green. Over the years, people have begun calling her Nama of the Harvest. That was her name in the boss fight. Anyway, she who brings feast from famine. She and her growing retinue have worked ceaselessly following the wake of the king's armies. They retilled the land, buried the dead, and cared for survivors from both sides of the battlefield. Wherever she went, the fighting stopped. The king's armies conquered lands, but it was Nama's army that united them. Trumpets blare and streamers color the skies as a procession of bards and jugglers parade through the streets. At the center of all this revelry is a giant raised palanquin wrought with vines and flowers. Carried by 7 men and 7 women, it gives every onlooker a clear view of estuary Nama sitting upon its dais? Tonight's ceremony would be forever celebrated as a historically momentous event. The king has appointed the first female estuary into his fold. You're scarcely halfway through the procession, but the palanquin is already covered in lilies of the valley, thrown by the adoring crowds. She remembers placing these flowers on the graves of the fallen, but now they have become her symbol, and she is determined to honor it. Nama pushes aside her veil and waves to the crowds, then feels an empty ache in her heart, for she knows Miriam would not be amongst them. By swearing fealty to the king and becoming an estuary, Nama has cemented her identity as a traitor in her sister's eyes. Miriam wished for a free world. Nama simply wished for a better one. She wonders if they would ever speak to each other again. At home under the canopy of the Herculean forests, Estuary Nama pores over the weekly cultivation reports sent to her by Stygian study scholars. She can feel the land and trusts it, but the scholars do not leave anything up to intuition. Every foot of land is tirelessly graded and monitored by Estuary Enoch to ensure the forests flourish. Yet beneath the pages of measurements and predictions, she finds markings that are out of place. A small smiley face encircled by hearts. Intuition tells her this bit of silliness is meant for her eyes alone, and a smile graces her lips. The baby kicks and she reflexively puts her hand on her stomach. She glances around nervously, but thankfully she is alone. Extending the bloodline is an obligation every estuary has to their king. Many children, many souls. But of all those children, only the father had been an estuary. Her child, however, would be the product of 2 estuaries, and she knows what the consequences would be if it were discovered. Please take care of her. Nama reads the note one last time before sealing it inside the envelope and placing it beside her baby. The envelope is plain, only a simple drawing of a heart with 2M written inside to adorn it. The only thing. It isn't much, but it is all she could muster. She kisses her child one last time, then places the crib of knotted branches down in front of the farmhouse door. From a distance, Nama watches as the door opens and her sister Miriam answers the cries of a mewling baby. Insight resolved. Last memory is Nama. Affinity bonus plus 5% damage versus the traitor. Trying to think of, like, if we could have possibly met that child. Like, the only characters we don't know a lot about, or rather, we don't know that they're estuaries. I guess, do we know if the baby, did it say baby girl? Please take care of her, yeah. So there's the pizza girl, Maria. The M name is kind of interesting. Although wait, Maria had already talked about a tradition and what her mother's name was, right? Was it? I have immediately forgotten. Not Miriam? Any other females? There's Lady Quinn, the totem. Probably not Jonah. Although, like, who knows, right? Oh, the Enchantress. But I kind of doubt that the Enchantress was in the other game. Anyway, I guess we're just on a money run. Unless I want to try those Dry Lake trials. Maybe try to get a little health back first. Hit points would be cool for challenging Void Beasts. Although I'm kind of interested in just like dying and getting the Scar Clue. But even just Contrarian is already a pretty good gold bonus. I guess we always have access to a Contrarian. But it might not have a weapon I like as much as pizza. Yeah, maybe if I was building only in... So many mana potions. Oh. Not sure what I was trying to spin kick off of. Oop. So, this hasn't been great for trying to gain health. I guess I have like plus 100 or something from when I came to the Citadel. Try it. Alright. Folded rune. I wonder how close I am to actually needing more block cap. I should have maybe paid attention to the damage numbers once against Nama, but I was busy doing the fight. Chicken. And the platform respawned in time to catch it. How convenient. Alright. Kotetsu got me out of being cornered. It's even like getting kills and getting refreshed. Thicket Demeter's trial. We might die. I don't think I actually have preserved much furniture, but... like, what's the problem with dying? We get to see the scar clue. That's not breakable, by the way. Take 9999 damage. Did I say too many nines? Whatever. Good to know how that interacts without trying it. Oh, relic purified. Turned out we didn't die. Of course, now I have even more health to fill up. Oh! This one, not actually possible. Too many maces. Although I did just do a mace one that I don't think I've ever succeeded at before. Maybe I will eventually learn the secrets of the maces. Too focused on the mage. Didn't realize that an enemy behind it was more threatening. Oh, we get chicken. I tried to block. I don't know if the Kotetsu has startup time or if the input was just late anyway. I want to just get down there and then attack. I love pizza. Like, as a weapon versus normal enemies, it's not my favorite. But as a general weapon, it's like not bad. especially with all the decks I've built. Oh, that enemy dropped money. Maybe I should go back. Guess I can even kill that through the wall then. And it's gonna be so sad when after all this I just die to one of the Void Beast fights. I assume I can like throw a pizza and then run away, and then the ticks that hit after I move out a distance will be telescoped. Oh, I just went into Axis Mundi. Yeah, I don't think Axis Mundi is very good for healing with the pirate ship shooting, although I'm kind of curious if beating the boss is going to disable the pirate ship. Let's actually go in here. Maybe at least... Okay, pirate ship's still going. Good to know, and we got some chicken, so like worth it. Honestly, let's head to the dry lake. 1400 is an amount of health. I was gonna say plenty, but everything hits really hard, so I don't want to display hubris. Therefore, it is an amount of health. Ow. Okay, yeah, I used all my armor there. It said minus 112. And the damage they got through was like 200 something. Pretty uncalled for, if you ask me. I landed on the ground and therefore could no longer spin kick. Okay. My go through a portal invincibility. Chestnut! Nice. So now our regular enemy bestiary is done. Alright, if we die, we die. And yeah, we're getting a ton of activations of the telescope whenever I'm back off. Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay, was feeling a little cornered. Bit of luck on those fireballs. Had to recognize that I shouldn't jump, I guess. Was that a perfect fight? Alright. I mean, if we're gonna game, I guess we're gaming. Kinda don't anticipate beating Tubal, but I'm suddenly feeling confident about the Void Beast fights, at least. I wasn't quite sure how the pizzas would perform, because a lot of the floating weapons like to move a lot. But I guess they have their periods of standing in place that are enough. Alright, who shot that? Ah, here's the eyeball. Yeah, I'd been wondering who shot the whatever was shot. Resonant projectile. Ow. I like that the poison also can benefit from the telescope. I guess we've seen Burn benefit from the one that's related to standing on the ground. So, like, why not? Okay. Chose a decent place to stand. Oh yeah, this one has that mushroom thing. Oh. I was watching the axe and the void projectiles. Ow. Okay, maybe I just die here. Okay, the shield's dead. Alright. Turned out I didn't die. I'll take it. Avoiding the void mushroom. Alright. Unchained dragon. Dragon is in that direction. I could die on the way there. I'm in pretty low health sort of situation. The word A may have belonged in that sentence somewhere. Of course, if I make it to the boss room... no. I don't even need empathies right now. Not that I would mind the ore and stuff. It's the eyeball hallway. Oh, this is not the boss room. Easy kills, easy health. Kotetsu. Way to uncorner yourself. That shield didn't drop money anyway. Wanted the treasure chest. I want the other one badly enough. Alright. Child, you freed me, a blessing given from a stranger not met. An honor, 1,000 thanks could not reciprocate. Yeah, a gift, Tubal's location, find him, consumed, not submitting, he's Tubal no longer. Alright. Let's attempt this. There's an X in the way, by the way. So yeah, we're doing a lot of damage. Let's see, the walls are gonna thing. So apparently Tubal's easy. I hadn't noticed that before. I guess we do have almost 2,000 health. But it is like, whoa, there was a diamond. It is like new game +3 though. Normal enemies have been hitting for almost 300. 2,000 isn't actually that much health. I guess, how many times did Tubal hit me? Like 3, counting his minions? I just deal damage. It's that strength dex combo. It's not gonna work as well against Jonah though. He's small and doesn't stand in place, so the run probably ends here. See, the memories here just let you review his past text. We meet again, traveler. I have a confession. Before I became a rebel soldier, I was a general of the Citadel's army and known as the Master of Swords. Even after secretly switching sides, I could not halt my duties to the estuaries as it would raise questions, so I trained Citadel soldiers by day and rebel fighters by night. Training your students to kill each other is a curse I'd never wish upon anyone. The pressure broke me, traveler. All I wanted was for the war to stop, but in the end I failed. I tried to do what I thought was right, but instead I betrayed them all. Our entire kingdom burned in the ensuing war. So many souls lost, and I was to blame. All hope was lost, but then you arrived. Every time a new thread is sown and the story starts over, you triumph. The king falls, the Stygian waters rise, and the people of this realm escape to the surface. And it ends with a promising future for the survivors, for Z. You may be a source of hope for others, traveler, but my sins are set in stone. I shall play my role for all eternity if it guarantees them a brighter tomorrow. Let's not keep fate waiting any longer. I think if I could get past Jonah, I'd feel pretty good about fighting the king. But I'm not sure how Jonah will go. What? Oh, that's the spoons. Okay. There. Nice. Oh. My own attack. Ah, right, you go up first. Where'd you go? That was my own pizza. Oh, that's your pizzas. A lot of bow and arrow. Oh, I could have probably Kotetsu'd to get out of that. You want to do the thunder again? I like it. Oh, ow. Oh, that was the second slice. You gotta go in the air to avoid that one, it seems. What are you doing? Oh, ladles. Going to the middle actually helps with that, I feel. I hope the pizza out of bounds doesn't actually exist. I went up. Shouldn't have. Alright, what are you doing? I actually remembered how to deal with the axe. I didn't have another dash. I went up in the air when he was doing the katana. Ah, close one. Oh well, good run. I guess next time I'll probably just finish the thread. Your legacy lives on even if your children do not. I guess I got a lot of bonus health that time though. Might actually need like more stats or something. Also, I should probably go hunt down the Scar before making the world even harder to navigate. Look at this Dragon Lancer. I have some hit points. Could get 2 ranks of this and little else. Oh wait, oh, I didn't even notice the disattuned. That might be good. Might be bad. Alright, so yeah, give me some of that. That was my only blueprint for Warden. And I don't have Drowned Weapon +2 yet. Wondering about like this at max level. I'd get bonus resolve. But 2 upgrades. Oh yeah, it's like 1 strength per level. Probably by the end of the game, or rather like the end of the threads, like +7 or whatever, I probably want like full drown set and totally abandon the Warden set. Anyway, let's like get some stats or something. You get 5 rune weights and still have half my gold. Maybe an ore, because I'm building a lot of armor sets and it's kind of wasting stuff. All right, some crit chance, maybe a little vitality, maybe a little strength, a little armor. Yeah, and why not? Let's just get all the core stats. Why not? Maybe some dex, a secondary stat. Thinking longer and putting more effort into my speaking helps my stutter. I have to be especially careful with sounds that jumble up, like L, T, F, S, D. You get the picture. Oops, and G. Totes has been secretly teaching me through all this. It's great, because apparently he's a trained linguist and polyglot. What's a polyglot? I forgot. Means they speak a lot of languages. Alright, the clue. Wreathed in shadow, a figure watches estuary Nama whisper silently to a row of gravestones. Nama finishes her prayer and turns around, forcing the figure to retreat within the recesses of a nearby cave. Oh man, there are gravestones like everywhere in the plateau, aren't there? This could be in the lore room though. The memory one, it could be the secret passage is the cave. Well, we'll have to look around the plateau. See if any other cave-like areas come to mind. Anyway, see ya.